For a very limited time only, head on over to MrMuckcoin.com and use code GS30 to get 30% off all your purchases. Link is in the description. What is going on, guys? Nelson here, and welcome back to another Madden 20 video. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. So this video, we want to go on ahead and just talk about, now of course this is all opinion based, right? And as you guys can see from the title, I think this year already, and we're not even like, I don't even think we're at the halfway point of the Madden year. Let me see, it came out in when? I think July, right? Like the last, let's just say August, right? We got, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I do my months, I got to start from like the beginning. I just can't go, unless it's like November, December. If it's like, if you ask me what's after July, I got to go January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. I'm that. So don't judge me. I'm weird like that. So it started off in August, right? So January, February, March, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, we're not even at the halfway point, because you figure Madden is gonna last 12 months, right? A full year from when it drops, and then all the way until the next year. You know, when it drops, Madden is still, you know, kind of relevant. Let's say they stop content 2 months, because they usually push content like pretty late until the year. But let's just say 10 months, right? Let's just say 10 months. Let's say the last 2 months they don't drop any content, right? That's a full 10 months, and we're at about month 5, pushing into month 6. So we're at about the halfway point of the Madden year, and I already proclaim this being the best Madden I've ever played, with an asterisk. I say that because I mean content-wise. We have to give credit where credit is due. We all want to bash the game. We all want to sit here and nitpick on all the terrible things this game has, because it has a lot of terrible things. Gameplay-wise, the gameplay definitely is something that is an issue. And it's an issue because of the abilities. Now, I personally don't think abilities are going anywhere. I think it's just something we're going to have to deal with. And we already have, when I say abilities, I don't mean like how it used to be like playmaker, conductor. Now it's evasive and escape artist and lurker and enforcer. And it's wild. And we're about to crack open a cold one. I need you, if anyone tweets me a picture of them with the Snapple Apple, I'm following you on site. You got my word. Tweet me a picture of a Snapple Apple. It's a guaranteed follow. 100%. Snapple apples are so good. But yeah, the gameplay has a lot of issues, right? And I like the idea of abilities. I just think they have to be done right. The thing that really made this game go completely downhill, again, in my opinion, is the NFL 100 abilities. Eric Dickerson's starting active is so difficult to stop. I have Mean Joe Green active with run stuff, and he doesn't just shed like a freaking monster as soon as the ball is hiked. He just doesn't. I faced LT active, Dion active, and I'll get them out of their activeness immediately, because I have Eric Dickerson, who is freaking so tough to stop. So there's so many things I can go about the gameplay, right? We got squads with 6 X factors. We have running so OP and so difficult to stop. And there's people that will win games without throwing a single pass. And in Ultimate Team, you can have souped up team and it just doesn't matter. Eric Dickerson is going to have his way with you. It just doesn't matter. But the content for this year has been astronomically phenomenal. I cannot think of another year. Now, I think one of the GOAT Maddens, I think it was Madden 25? Content-wise, that content was crazy. Is that where we had like Curtis Martin, Barry Sanders, like the legends were insane. The content was good. We had the Ghost of Madden Past, like Thurman Thomas, and I think that was Madden 25. Hopefully you guys know which Madden I'm talking about if it's not Madden 25. But whatever that Madden was, the Ghost of Past, Reggie White with the old school, like Nintendo, Reggie White with the Philly uniform on, if y'all know what I'm talking about. That content was wild. This year, though, has been nothing short of spectacular. Jake Stein and the crew has done a phenomenal job. And speaking of Twitter, we really got to show love to the people that need love shown to. And his Twitter is, I'm going to spell it out for you guys, is the letter J Stein 2469. J Stein 2469. I think you guys should hit him up and you guys should show him some love. Because although the gameplay is bad, the content has been phenomenal. Now, there's a couple things I don't like, right? Because I really feel like Team of the Week could be better. Outside of the limiteds, some of the Team of the Weeks, like, I remember where Team of the Weeks, they literally dropped the best cards. I remember whatever Madden was, they dropped like a Cam Chancellor, who was the highest overall free safety. They dropped the J.J. Watt, who was the highest overall left end when he came out. And, like, you wanted to get those cards. Now, when Team of the Week dropped, it's like, unless you're doing a theme team, I look at it and it's like, I'm not interested in any of them. Team of the Week, it could be better. And, the most feared promo wasn't the best. That could have been better. The Blitz promo, those things, like, it could have been better. But overall, they've done a lot. Jake Stein and the crew have done a phenomenal job delivering us the most legend content we've ever had. You take a look at Theme Diamond promo, which was a huge W and such a fantastic thing for the game, for us to get fan favorites, for us to be able to get Merton Hanks and, a whole ton of people, Tatupu and Jason Sehorn and a ton of players that aren't, quote unquote legends, even though now they're starting to get, legend cards in the game. But still, like, everything that they dropped this year has been fantastic. The NFL 100 promo has been fantastic. I disagree with the abilities on them, but it's been fantastic. This Christmas promo with the Vic, with the Bo, with the Strahan, with the Sean Taylor, the Richard Sherman has been fantastic. Like, this year's content has been phenomenal. I remember talking to Jake Stein last year at EA Play. And, well, it was actually this year, this summer that passed. And is that even this summer that passed? Is that like an oxymoron? This summer that passed? Because I feel like this is talking like a current state, but then past is like... Anyway, the summer that just passed. We went to EA Play. We talked to Jake Stein for about 40 minutes, and, I let him know that I liked last year's content. I did. And I thought the snow promo, when they introduced the snow currency, I thought that was dope. I know a lot of people probably didn't like it, but, like, I liked it. Like, we had a whole new currency, and they were dropping things that you could get specifically, like, with snow. Like, I thought it was a good idea. It needed to be tweaked, but I thought that was dope. And I remember him specifically saying, and I told him, it was like, last year's content, like, I really liked. Like, I think it was a good idea with all, what you guys done. I think you have a tough year to follow up because last year was, like, pretty good. And I remember him telling me, he was like, see, that's like the thing. It's going to be tough to follow up last year. And the gameplay, and he told me the gameplay is really good. So it's going to be tough to try and follow up. And if we can get the content to where the gameplay is, then we've done a good job. But this year, the gameplay is so good that we got to try and keep pace. And that turned out to be a lie because the gameplay is just not great. But the content is so good this year. It's so good. And I really think we need to give credit where credit is due. Now, when I say content, I'm not talking about gameplay. And I understand there's going to be someone in the comment section, see, that's wrong with this game. You keep talking about content, and that's why the gameplay not getting good, because you keep buying packs. First of all, I ain't buying no damn packs. I'm buying like the one weekly, and that's it. Everything I've gotten, I've spent money this year, but this is the least I've ever spent on Madden since starting to purchase, because technically that would be my first year, which I think was Madden 13, and I didn't spend any money. But the least I've ever spent since I first started getting into Madden and purchasing players and stuff like that, and bundles and stuff like that. Um, this year has been the least I've spent, and it's been the least I've spent because of the rewards being very good. If you play the game and if you win, you're gonna get great rewards because if you're a legend, you get Super Bowl. Those are 200K a pop. You get trophies, and those you can go on ahead and put on. You can get the Series Masters. You can get packs with trophies and players and coins and stuff like that, and sell Von Millers and Melvin Ingrams and Melvin Gordon, excuse me, and Cooks and things like that. And if you play the game enough this year and you win enough, you can get yourself a really, really, really good team. So the content this year has been phenomenal, and I'm not talking gameplay. Yes, would I like the gameplay to be better? Yes. Would I sacrifice this great content for better gameplay? Yes. Do I like having A plus content with a D plus gameplay atmosphere? Absolutely not. Would I much rather have a B content and a B gameplay? 100%. But the fact is that's not the case. But although because of the gameplay being so bad, again, all my opinion, there's probably some of you guys that truly enjoy the gameplay, but in my opinion, I see I'm losing my train of thought. But if I could downscale the gameplay, oh, this is where I was going. Because the gameplay is so bad, don't allow that to deter you to not realize how much effort they're putting into content and how good the content is. The gameplay is buns. I wish it was a lot better, but the thing is, it's not. It's unfortunate that is not. But the content has been nothing short of spectacular. It's been really, really, really good. It's been phenomenal. It's been something that, like, I'm sitting back watching, like, wow, like this is good. From watching the Sean Taylor to watching the Theme Diamond promo, from watching just everything they put together, content is fantastic this year. And in my opinion, I keep saying my opinion a lot. A lot of things I'm saying this this video is in my opinion, and gameplay is buns. But in my opinion, gameplay is buns. But let me know I would love to know what you think is the best Madden gameplay wise. I mean content wise. Because I truly believe this year, and we're not even halfway done, or we're at the halfway point in the content wise. I feel like this has already been the best content Madden I can think of. And again, I don't want there's probably going to be people in the comment section saying that's the issue. We're talking so much about content, no one cares. The gameplay is all that, but still, I'd much rather have better gameplay than content, and I would love a good A plus gameplay with a B plus or B content, and I feel like that's a great game. I feel like the gameplay has to be better than the content, but this year the content is so far above and beyond the gameplay, and that's what makes you realize just how bad this Madden is when it comes to playing the game. I look forward to watching the content, I look forward to building the team and trying out different chemistries and abilities and getting things that work, and then it's just the game itself is just not good. Gameplay wise, I feel like it should be a lot better. But anyways, let me know your thoughts and opinions on your greatest Madden content wise, because I really think this year already has that spot for me. It already has it. I feel like the content this year has been so good, so good. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below.